for me to stay humble. And then, too, I look at so many success stories, and now they're basically, I see them out, and they're pleading for me to listen to tapes. They're pleading for me to do, and it just is a reality check. You know, they go from selling 30 million records to not being able to be signed to put out another record, you know, and it's just a reality check for me, and I never, ever, ever let myself feel that I'm above anything that happens in my career. I just look at each thing as a blessing, and I know that nothing's promised for the next album or the next single, and I just continue working from there. Much.
The release of Monica's eagerly anticipated second album is a reminder of how much she's accomplished over the last 3 years. Once again, Monica remains unfazed by the pressures of success.
I wasn't worried about the sophomore jinx this time because I feel like God has a place for me. Wherever that was going to be, I felt like this album would be the beginning of that road. I wasn't sure what it was, and I just made sure that I kept a steady mind, and that this album, when I played it, I was happy with it.
And she should be happy. Monica's sophomore effort has already spun 3 #1 hits, including the chart-topping duet, The Boy Is Mine, with Brandy.
Well, Brandy and I have known each other for a while, known of each other more so. And I received a phone call from a representative at Atlantic Records, and I asked him to please give her my home number so that we could talk and we could discuss what we wanted out of this record. And what we wanted to do, both of us, was bring light to the situation. There was so much controversy built between the two of us that neither of us had anything to do with, that we felt it would be fun to do a record where we were at odds. We just spoke on the phone and are speaking of working together again.
The video for her latest chart topper, Angel of Mine, teams her up with another teen sensation, R&B crooner Tyrese.
Well, the concept of Angel of Mine was brought to me by Diane Martell, who actually directed the video. She also chose Tyrese, which I feel he was a good choice for the simple fact that he is not new to the business. He's very understanding of situations, whether it be my personal preference as far as when I work with the leading man or anything else. He was very, very helpful in that area.
Now I know why they say the best things are free. Checking for you right on time. Angel of mine.
She may be no Meryl Streep, but acting is definitely in the cards for her.
Acting is definitely in my future. But one thing about me is that I don't feel because I have been blessed enough to be successful in music, that doesn't mean I'm good in all areas. So right now, I'm taking an acting coach class. And I'm going to just try to be the best at that, too. I don't want to feel like because I can do one thing that I can just walk into the other and not do my parts justice. So it's in the plan that I do Love Story Over, which is a movie from years ago, but I want to just do that movie justice. It's a classic movie. I don't want to destroy it. So right now I'm in coaching, and when I'm through, I'll probably go on.
Ultimately, Monica's first love will always be singing. And as for the baggage that comes with fame and fortune, well, she accepts it.
The worst thing I would have to say is preconceived ideas and rumors, which pretty much work hand in hand. And that's something that you can't stop and can't avoid. And my cousin taught me that when you're not talked about, that means you're not important, and that's a bigger problem.
At the tender age of 18, Monica has ensured her role as the heir apparent to a legacy of dynamic vocalists. Women moved by the power of song, not by the number of sales.
I really want to be remembered as a singer, a true singer, not as an entertainer, which I feel is someone who does a little bit more of the dancing and the other things, you know, better than they do singing. I like to be remembered as a singer.